everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I wanted to do a music documentary on the R&B pop singer and songwriter Ameriie. Ameriie's disappearance from the music scene is a mystery, considering that she ushered in a unique musical sound that influenced some of the biggest names in music. Ameriie's catchy hooks, sugary melodies, and nuanced ad-libs drew in many music lovers and captivated the ears of her peers. Ameriie was a college student at Georgetown University when she linked up with her music producer Rich Harrison. Together, the two created a unique twist on R&B by infusing it with addictive hip-hop loops and rhythmic go-go elements. Through creative music demos with Rich Harrison, Ameriie landed her record deal with Columbia Records.
So we just sat in the car, he played me some of his instrumentals, and then I sang him some of the stuff that I'd written, and I was like, that track, I need that. Because I was like, I need my R&B with some hip hop in it.
You want the band sound and
the production all entwined. I need percussion, I need drums, I need aggressive music, and it was like the perfect. And we recorded a lot of those songs like in the basement. You know, a lot of the songs on All I Have are recorded with me sitting on the back of a sofa. Yeah, we just have great chemistry. Like, we make really good music together.
In 2001, Ameriie began to collaborate with hip-hop artists like Nas and more. In 2002, Ameriie released her gold-selling album, All I Have, which produced summertime hits like Why Don't We Fall in Love and Talking to Me. The album received a very positive reception, and Ameriie and Rich became the new dynamic duo in urban music. Ameriie became the go-to R&B artist for hip-hop collaborations, which made her somewhat reminiscent of Mary J. Blige. Ameriie didn't waste time reveling in her new success because she was ready to create and write music for her second album. Ameriie had a vision of including heavier percussions and stronger brass sounds in her music, and Rich Harrison was the musical genius to get it done. However, Rich had other demands. He started working with artists like Kelly Rowland, who borrowed Rich and Ameriie's signature sound for her song Can't Nobody. He also worked with Beyonce and produced one of her biggest records to date, called Crazy in Love.
Now, you use the same producer as Beyonce Crazy in Love, and I hear the similarities.
It's the go-go. But I had the go-go in the last album.
Well,
but
you're a DC girl, so you know the go-go.
So, it was good.
Meanwhile, Ameriie had to deal with a few obstacles when releasing her first single from her second album. Executives at Sony Columbia Records were dissatisfied with Ameriie's first choice single, called One Thing. Ameriie tried to revise the song for their liking, but they wouldn't approve. So Ameriie took it into her own hands to push her own single.
Magazines reporting that you had to really fight to get your label to be behind you on this project and on One Thing. Is that true?
If you're not from DC or from Maryland or Virginia, you hear it and you're like, okay, but go-go music is very much still a part of that area. So, they weren't really sure if people were going to get it.
The label at the time didn't want to put One Thing out as the single. Is that correct, that they weren't supportive of the record?
No, they weren't supportive of the record because they didn't get it. But I just had to believe in it myself.
So you're really fighting against the tide to push that track through.
We put the song out ourselves, but we just kind of got the DJ list together and put it out.
Worked your own record.
And then once the label saw it was picking up, and actually it picked up in the UK really, really fast.
Massively,
very quickly.
Ameriie's label mate, Jennifer Lopez, wanted to take the song One Thing for herself, but the radio stations were already spinning Amerie's record, so the label decided not to give it to Jennifer. And the label eventually promoted the single once they saw the feedback it was getting. One Thing is Amerie's biggest record to date. The unique go-go hip-hop and R&B sound became a part of Amerie's signature music production. Rich Harrison recreated samples for Ameriie and produced music that resonated with R&B and hip-hop fans. Additionally, Ameriie's signature vocals, catchy riffs, and harmonies became a part of her musical identity. Her second album, Touch, is regarded as one of the best and most musically advanced albums in 2005, and it was certified gold, and it also earned her 2 Grammy nominations. Ameriie was the next big rising artist on Columbia Records, and she delivered energetic performances on stage. She had the talent, the stage presence, and the look. However, Columbia Records were undergoing some major changes, and despite Ameriie's success, she was suddenly neglected because she was a new artist. The label still prioritized their bigger artists like Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez. Not to mention, Ameriie and Rich Harrison's signature sound became all the rave in music, and a lot of artists wanted that Ameriie-inspired go-go sound.
Just let it be, 'cause I'm looking crazy, but I can't.
Beyonce found quite a bit of inspiration from Ameriie's Touch album, and she used it on her B-Day Deluxe album. Her song Greenlight, which was produced by Pharrell, was heavily inspired by Ameriie and Rich Harrison's One Thing. Even though Ameriie set a new trend in music and had her peers imitating her work, Ameriie wasn't amused. Her artistry was crucial to her, and it was something that set her apart from everyone else. She wrote and created melodies for all of her music, and it was frustrating that her peers were suddenly taking from her.
My style, my aggression on the track. When y'all chicks know y'all wasn't singing like that. Go and chase that track, pay 100 stack, but you can't buy my sound, can't my flow, can't bag my swag, no.
Was it a point where you thought Beyonce was trying to imitate you?
Artists, we're all in dialogue with each other, so you can't say, oh, well, I have no influences. It's like we're all influenced by old music and current music.
However, Ameriie's main issues weren't with other artists, but it was with the label. Ameriie wanted to leave Columbia Records because she was dissatisfied with the way they were handling her career. Also, Ameriie and Rich Harrison temporarily parted ways due to creative differences. With lots of difficulty, Ameriie released her third and final album on Columbia Records called Because I Love It, and it produced an international hit called Gotta Work.
Sometimes you gotta feel pain like this. Sometimes you gotta work hard. Crazy, crazy, wonderful. Can you really feel it? Oh, oh, I wanna be. Hey, hey. Trying to paint me over. Close my eyes.
With some luck, Ameriie and her team were able to negotiate with L.A. Reid, and she ended up leaving Columbia and she went to Def Jam Records. From there, her music was taking a new creative turn. In 2009, she released her album In Love and War, which included singles like Why Are You and more.
Why you the only thing that I care about? Why you the only thing that I care about? Keep doing what you're doing 'cause it ain't been done to me. Keep doing what you're doing 'cause it ain't been done to me. How can we make it love when I don't trust? How can we make it love?
Despite the musical soundness of her album, the sales were disappointing. After that, Ameriie quietly left Def Jam and she became an independent artist.
Because, I have my own company with my husband and my business partner, and he has his own company as well.
If he does an album for you, he's got to give you the sound first, right? He can't be throwing it to the other lady.
Well, we have our own sound. We create our own sound, and even though we've done that before, if you hear it, you know where you heard it first. So.
She continued to work on music projects like her EPs Somatica, Billy, and The Prelude, and she teased her fans with some singles. In 2015, Ameriie collaborated with longtime partner Rich Harrison and released her EP called Drive. Her leading single off the EP was called Out Loud.
Every time I hear your name, every time that my phone ring, I'm missing you. Let me be your one and only. So many have tried, but none can take her.
Even though Ameriie has been quiet in the music scenes, she has been collecting royalty checks by releasing her music to games like Grand Theft Auto and different movies and TV shows. Also, Ameriie started a beauty and book channel on YouTube and she became an author. Her first book of her series is a thriller novel called Because You Hate to Love Me, 13 Tales of Villainy. The link to buy the book is available in my description box down below. Please check it out. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this music documentary, and I'll see you next time. Bye!